Welcome, Pelican Sound, to another edition of Do's and Don'ts with Mr. McDivot. So in today's episode, we're going to go over some common faults on the golf course that have to do with etiquette, or breach of etiquette, I should say. Things that happen when you're out there and you may overlook them from time to time. Very simple things, but if everyone does their part and takes care of the golf course the way they should, it'll be a better experience for everybody out in the golf course. So, of course, who's our favorite foil? It's Mr. McDivot. We're going to find out what breaches of etiquette he came across out there.
Did you see that shot, Tim? I can't believe it went all the way back down here.
I saw the shot, but my goodness, Mr. McDivot, look at your footprints. They are
Is that
all
from me?
over the green. Did you not tap your feet after you hit from the bunker?
I didn't. I didn't think that would happen.
Well, look at all the sand you put on the green now. It's just common courtesy. After you hit a bunker shot, you got to tap your feet, get all the sand off it before
I
you
didn't
exit.
think it sticks to your shoes.
It doesn't stick to your shoes as much as it sticks to the green.
Well, it's too late now.
All right. Look at that, no sand. Now you went a little over the green there.
Yeah, I didn't have enough backspin there.
On your way up, did you fix your pitch mark?
I didn't. I'm not on the green.
You're not on the green, but you visited the green. Your ball hit on the green, just
Did it?
released and went up here. Yeah. Yeah. After you putt out, you're gonna have to go fix your pitch mark, okay?
Okay. Oh.
Whoa. Mr. McDivot, you just took a little chunk out of the hole there, putting your hand in the cup. See this little divot you took there on the side?
Yeah.
Well, that's what we have the cups at the bottom for. A much safer way to do
I was
it.
gonna say my hand couldn't really fit in there.
Well, grab the flag stick, pull it straight up. Get the ball out. Put it right back in. Doesn't mean you stick your hand in there and grab the ball, or even take the flag stick and yank it out.
I've
You
seen
know,
that
if you
one
just-
too.
Yeah, I've seen it too. If you lift the flag stick straight up,
No scuff.
ball's resting on there, doesn't scuff the sides, and just drop it right back in.
The more you know. I always thought that was just the bottom of the cup down there.
No, they're called a cup saver, and that saves the edges of the cup now that there's that new rule where you can pump the flag stick in.
Yeah.
So just be careful before you stick your hand in there, as you can see what can happen.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to fix that.
All right, we'll call Johnny.
All right. We're fixing our pitch mark the correct way. Prongs to the outside, push towards the center. That lifts the turf up into the center. There you go. Now you can pat it down with your putter or your foot. Back to a smooth surface.
I got it, Tim. I need to take a drop, though. That was unplayable back there.
I see you took your drop.
Yeah?
All right,
Couldn't
so
play
there's
that one.
two things wrong with what just happened here. Number one, see that green tipped red stake?
Yeah.
You found your ball in there. You're not even supposed to go beyond the green tip red stake. That's called a no play zone, environmentally protected. can't go on the other side over there. So you're rummaging around in the bushes and you found your ball. You're not supposed to be in there. And then you took a drop, but you're still in the penalty area here.
I thought I was on this side of the stakes.
The stake is there to indicate the environmentally sensitive area. So you see the red line here on the cart path?
Yeah.
That's the boundary of the penalty area. So you're dropping inside the penalty area. So while you are correct,
I get a better drop.
you do get a better drop. You are correct that you take a penalty stroke with the drop, but you are allowed to come out on this side of the cart path. We're on the left side of river number 6. So the whole left side of the cart path here is marked with a red line, which is a penalty area lateral. The red stake with the green top on it, that designates the area that is environmentally protected. You know, you're not supposed to walk in there, you're not supposed to play from there. So when you take your drop, you have to drop outside the penalty area. So that would be over here on the grass, okay? So show them the proper way to take a drop though as a right-handed golfer, because you get a club length from this cart path. But what you'll notice is he is establishing his stance first off the cart path, putting his club down. Then he gets a club length from where his club was at rest, no closer to the hole. So now he can drop, and he has complete relief away from that cart path. So we saw several things there that Mr. McDivot didn't do quite right. Right from the get-go, filling in your divots. And that's probably the most common thing that is also the most simple thing to do when you're out there. It was a don't for Mr. McDivot. He ignored the divot and just kind of walked off the tee. But it's not that difficult, folks. You hear me say that all the time. Fill in your divots. Make sure that you fill in all your divots. The sand is provided on the golf cart. And then playing from the bunker, what happened there?
Yeah, just got a little excited and popped right out of the bunker.
Yeah,
went right to my ball.
Yeah, and you'll notice he walked right to his golf ball and he tracked sand all across the putting green as he walked to his golf ball. So, you know, when you hit from a bunker, especially when the sand may be a little bit wet, you know, it's not that difficult. Tap your shoes, get the sand off, tap it over the bunker. You saw I went in there and showed you the correct way to do that.
Yeah, I didn't rake the bunker either.
Oh, that's true.
So
going back late in the day, that happens, doesn't it?
A lot, very often.
Yeah, we see late in the day people aren't raking the bunker. Just take the time to go ahead and rake the bunker. You know, we have the new rakes in the bunker. They're there for a reason. Just rake the bunker. But on the next hole, I noticed you hit a shot over the green. But even though your ball was over the green, you still left a pitch mark at the front part of the green.
Yeah, I didn't think about it because my ball was not on the surface.
Yeah, and your ball was at the back. So something that happens quite a bit is people hit the green and then they go right to their ball, which may be in the back of the green, and they neglect to fix their pitch mark, which is all the way at the front of the green. So make sure you know where your pitch marks are. And even if you are walking to the back of the green and let's say you didn't leave a pitch mark, if you see one, go ahead and fix it.
Yeah.
You know, we always say fix your pitch mark and one other if you can when you're out
At
there.
least.
You know, so the putting green doesn't look like the surface of the moon out there. You know, an unrepaired pitch mark can look very ugly, and after a week it looks brown. You get brown little uneven little craters on the green, so we don't want that.
And it affects everyone else's putt.
Affects everybody else's putt. Other common thing that I see, you see, we all see sometimes is people in the penalty areas where the green tips are on the red stakes.
Yeah, they're conservation areas.
Conservation area. So Mr. McDivot's example back there, he was rummaging around in the penalty area, but he was beyond the red stake with the green tip in it, which designates the conservation area, no play zone, as I described it, so he's not even supposed to be in there. And then when you found it, you dropped it outside that stake, but that stake was only there as an indicator.
Yeah.
It didn't define the penalty area. So he took an improper drop on top of being in an area where you weren't supposed to be. So we demonstrated the proper way to take a drop there, which some of you may not have known either. So those are just some of the common things that happen when we're out there. So who better than Mr. McDivot to show us how not to do it and for us to show you how to do it. So if there's ever any questions, come see any of us in the golf shop. We'd be happy to help you out with some of those common mistakes that are made out there. Thanks everyone for watching.
Thank you.
See you next week on Do's and Don'ts with Mr. McDivot.